What's up guys, it's Criddle here from the Anime Ball Z team with another This Is. Now this series is a mammoth of a series. It stands at about 60 meters tall. That's how big of a series is. This time on This Is Shingeki no Kyojin, better known as Attack on Titan.
Off the tracks.
So before I get into the plot and the characters of this series, I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory on what is happening in the world. The series is set essentially on Earth, not the same Earth that we know. It is set 100 years, the series is actually set itself 100 years after these giant beings called Titans appeared on the planet. They range between 3 and 15 meters in height, and they have a taste for human flesh. And because of their almost impenetrable skin, and they only have one weak point, right here on the back of the neck, these things are virtually indestructible to normal people, especially when it's 15 meters high. How are you going to get to the back of its neck? Don't worry, there is a way to do it, and that's what this series covers. These Titans came in and almost wiped out humanity. Humanity fled to cities with giant walls around it. This series, Attack on Titan, actually takes place within this massive city where there are 3 major walls: Wall Maria, Wall Rose, and Wall Shinnah, from outside to inside. And essentially it's been 100 years since a Titan has been able to consume a human being, and all these people just live in the city like, yeah, we're going about our normal lives, and most people have never ever seen a Titan before because they're not allowed to venture outside the walls. This all changes 5 years before the events of the story, when a giant 60-meter Titan decides to show up and kick a hole straight through this wall. In doing so, it allows all these 3 to 15 meter Titans to come through the wall, and they manage to destroy a whole bunch of stuff. At the same time, another massive Titan comes through. This one is referred to as the Armor Titan as opposed to the Colossus Titan, and this one is able to run at a very fast pace and put itself straight through another wall, essentially forcing humanity to abandon the first circle of this city and retreat to the second circle. This obviously creates a massive overpopulation issue, and in the process our main character Eren Yeager and his adoptive sister Mikasa are forced to see Eren's mother get devoured by a Titan, and it sort of is this messing up, scarred thing, and he's very upset about the whole thing, which obviously you see your mum get destroyed and bitten in half by this giant monster, you're going to be a little distraught about the whole thing. Fast track 5 years where Eren, Mikasa and their friend Armin, who's just always been this pathetic little kid that hung around with them, and he always sees himself as really weak. That's beside the point, that becomes a plot point later on in the story. These guys have all enrolled in an academy that trains people up to fight the Titans, which is broken up into 3 different branches between sort of the people that protect the king, people that protect the city, and people that go out and try and find out information on the Titans and learn how to kill them better and learn all their weaknesses and stuff like that. So the story follows these 3 kids and all their friends. It's a quite robust cast at the very start of the series as they train to become people who can beat the Titans, which thankfully is a very short stretch of time. And the main series gets to kick off, and how they are able to deal with the Titans over the course of the series. It's very cool. I'm really not describing how amazing this series is while talking about it. The fact of the matter is, it's a very gruesome and bloody series. You know, you'll have people that are doing stuff and they'll get picked out of the air by a Titan and just destroyed and crushed in a split second, and it's tumultuous, it's dangerous, it's crazy. The voice actors will have nearly killed themselves with the amount of screaming and angst that goes on in this series. It's absolutely phenomenally awesome, and I cannot express that enough. It's just so amazing. Like, if you haven't checked out this series, you should, because it is phenomenal. I'm just repeating myself literally because it is that good of a series, and I can't find the right words to really niche what this series is all about. It's fantastic. But it is, humans fighting back against these giant colossal beasts who, up until this point, have rendered humanity at the point of extinction, and it's time to fight back. But enough about the plot, let's move on to the characters as we look at
The good, the bad, and the dubbers.
So Eren Yeager is voiced by Bryce Papenbrook, who is the voice of young Vash from Trigun, Jack from Mare, and Rin Okamura from Blue Exorcist. Mikasa Ackerman is voiced by Trina Nishimura, who is the voice of Shigure from History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi, Mizune from Soul Eater, and Suzuri from Rideback. Armin Arlet is voiced by Josh Greel, who is Akira from Mysterious Girlfriend X, Komatsu from Toriko, and Yamato from Magikoi O Samurai Girls. So at the same time as talking about this series and how amazing it is and how phenomenal it is and how much you should check it out, I'm also going to be talking about the limited edition collection 1, which Madman has so graciously decided to send me. This obviously comes with the first 13 episodes on DVD, and let me just open this up and get these out. So essentially you get your DVD, but you also get a whole bunch of extra stuff on top of it, if I can get this out. Okay. So naturally the 13 episode DVD, or the 2 DVDs that come with it, with also included inside the box itself is this thing called Notes Beyond the Wall, which contains a lot of character biographies, some really cool artwork and stuff like that. So, you know, take a gander at that. Very, very cool. It goes into essentially the main characters that you'll see within these first 13 episodes, and go into a little bit, you know, of their backstories and a bit of their history, so you learn a little bit more. There's also these sort of omake chapters, the 4-panel comics that you know, you should check out as well. They've got little translations underneath, and it sort of fits with all the characters and all that sort of stuff. It's very personalized to their sort of situation. But the actual special edition thing itself, it contains a little foil print thing of Attack on Titan. It has that little 3D elemental effect to it. Probably can't see it all that well on the camera, but it's very, very cool. Definitely check that. And we have this little box of goodies, which includes things like, let's have a look. We've got the art card, 4 military emblem pins, replica of Eren Yeager's key necklace, and a sword necklace. So let's check all those out. Alright, so that's the sword necklace. You can't really tell all that much, but yeah, it's still like held like that. It's got a little trigger on it. It's got the little snap-off blades. Kind of a box cutter in a way. This is the key necklace. Now, this key necklace is the key to the series. Very cool necklace. I very much like it. It's very cool. Maybe it's a key that will unlock people's deaths. Who knows? And the 4 pins are about the 3 squads and the emblem sort of for the city as well. Just dropped that. So we've got, you know, your little unicorn thing. You've got your shield with the roses on it. You've also got the wings, and you've got the 2 crossed swords, which represent the city with the Pegasus and the 3 groups. The flowers represent the ones who protect the king. The wings are the scouts that go out, and the other bit, the 2 crossed swords, are the vanguard who guard the city. So I don't know whether I've been able to convey how awesome of a series this series is. I absolutely love this series, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to Collection 2 coming out, because I want to get my hands on that and sort of go, oh my god, let's see what happens with the next group of episodes. There is a lot of fighting, there is a lot of drama, there is a lot of action, there is a lot of everything that you guys can latch onto and enjoy, and the characters are so well thought out and so cool that you will fall in love with them, and they are amazing characters. So for Attack on Titan, I give this series an 8 out of 9, and that's not just because I got the limited edition. The series itself is amazing. The extra stuff that I've got along with it is phenomenally cool as well. But definitely check out Attack on Titan if you haven't already done so. Very awesome series. Pick up the limited edition if you can get your hands on it. It's obviously a limited edition, so it's only available for a short time from Madman. So go check out their website, go order it and get it shipped to you. And I'm pretty sure they now have free shipping for all orders, so that makes things even better and a lot cheaper for you as well. Anyway, at the end of another episode of This Is, I'm Criddle. This has been Attack on Titan, and I'll catch you on the flip side.